Right now, all eyes are on Belfast. Scenes unfolding in the city have stunned viewers across the UK and beyond, as massive crowds pour into the streets amid rising tensions, fires, and an atmosphere that many residents describe as chaotic and deeply unsettling. What began as a large-scale protest has, according to authorities and eyewitnesses, rapidly escalated into one of the most intense moments Belfast has faced in years. Footage circulating online shows packed streets filled with demonstrators, emergency lights flashing through the night, and smoke rising from multiple locations. Officials say they are responding to a fast-moving situation, with police, fire services, and emergency responders stretched across several parts of the city. While exact figures are still being verified, reports suggest that tens of thousands of people may be involved, making this one of the largest protest gatherings Belfast has seen in recent memory. So how did it get to this point? Sources indicate that public frustration had been building for weeks before spilling onto the streets. A combination of political grievances, economic pressure, and community tensions appears to have created a volatile environment. When calls for demonstrations spread online, turnout quickly exceeded expectations. What started as organized marches soon grew into massive crowds occupying major roads and public spaces. As night fell, the situation reportedly became more difficult to control. Authorities confirmed that fires were reported at multiple locations, including commercial buildings and hotels. Fire crews were dispatched to several incidents, working under challenging conditions as crowds remained nearby. Officials emphasized that investigations are ongoing and urged the public not to jump to conclusions while facts are verified. Residents described hearing sirens for hours, seeing smoke in the distance, and watching events unfold in disbelief. Many took shelter indoors, while others captured videos from balconies and windows as the city's normal rhythm came to a halt. Public transport was disrupted, roads were blocked, and businesses shut their doors as a precaution. Security forces responded by increasing their presence across key areas. Police issued repeated calls for calm, urging demonstrators to disperse peacefully and warning that violence would not be tolerated. At the same time, officials acknowledged the right to protest and said efforts were being made to separate peaceful demonstrators from those engaging in destructive behavior. The scale of the crowds has sparked widespread debate. Analysts note that even if final numbers fall below early estimates, the turnout alone signals deep-rooted frustration. Social media platforms have been flooded with images, commentary, and competing narratives, making it difficult for many viewers to distinguish verified information from speculation. Government officials have begun issuing statements, stressing that public safety remains the top priority. Emergency meetings were reportedly convened as leaders assessed the situation and coordinated responses. Political reactions have ranged from calls for dialogue to firm condemnations of violence and property damage. Meanwhile, business owners expressed concern over the potential economic impact. Hotels, shops, and restaurants already facing challenging conditions now confront repairs, cancellations, and uncertainty. Industry representatives warned that even short-term disruption could have lasting consequences for tourism and local employment. International attention has also grown. News outlets across Europe and beyond are closely monitoring developments, with some analysts warning that images of unrest can quickly shape global perceptions. Comparisons are already being drawn to previous periods of instability, though experts caution against oversimplification. As the night progressed, authorities continued efforts to restore order. Fire crews worked to extinguish blazes, while police attempted to clear key routes and prevent further escalation. Officials reiterated that investigations into the incidents would be thorough and that those responsible for criminal acts would be held accountable. For many residents, the events have been deeply unsettling. Parents expressed concern for their children, elderly residents worried about access to medical care, and community leaders called for calm and unity. Messages circulated urging people to avoid affected areas and rely on official updates rather than rumors. The broader question now is what happens next. Will tensions ease as authorities regain control, or is this the beginning of a longer period of unrest? Analysts suggest that much will depend on how leaders address the underlying grievances that brought so many people into the streets in the first place. What is clear is that Belfast is at a critical moment. The coming hours and days will be decisive in determining whether calm can be restored and trust rebuilt. As officials assess the damage, both physical and social, the focus will turn to accountability, dialogue, and preventing further escalation. We will continue to monitor developments closely, bringing you verified updates as they emerge. In moments like this, facts matter more than ever. Stay informed, stay safe, and stay with us for continuing coverage of this rapidly evolving situation.